stream, so this will be a blast. But we're gonna play a little bit of Dragon Age Inquisition. We're gonna hop on into the save file that I already started. Effectively, for those that have not played a Dragon Age game, think of it like a real-time action strategy game mixed with the role-playing excellence that BioWare is synonymous with. That's kind of the short description, I guess. Get kind of brought up to speed with the story. I'm playing as an elf, and in Dragon Age lore, the elves are basically considered the slaves and outcasts of society. They're a very interesting bunch. In this particular circumstance, the elf's backstory, he's from a Dalish clan, and the Dalish are effectively these nomadic tribes. Think of them like the Wood Elves in Lord of the Rings. They live on the outskirts of society, and they adhere to their own kind of cults beliefs. But effectively, what we see at the very beginning of the story is the, the character that you create is pulled from a cliff from this green woman, and then you start to see this like giant like pillar in the sky. It's like green. It looks sort of like a tornado, and we're basically tasked with trying to seal away that green tornado. Um, Actually, right here, this character is like a seeker, so it's like a Templar or kind of like a tank class. And she's like, "Yeah, you gotta go seal it because we think you have the power to do that because your hand glows green." Anyway, so in the prologue, effectively you go and you try and seal that giant green tornado. Doesn't work out. It's temporarily sealed, but it's not completely closed. And the reason that the green tornado needs to be sealed is because it's basically dropping demons into reality. And yeah, people generally don't want demons in their life. um, so with the initial success, we call Inquisition, which is basically a group of people that are trying to stop demons from taking over the world. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build the Inquisition. I can actually go ahead and go in and upgrade my characters, which I'm going to do. And the skill tree is pretty basic, I would say. It's got the simple progression. Ooh, that would be very useful. So this ability allows me to effectively revive fallen comrades without having to actually go up to them. So I'm going to do that. Spec out my tank. This is my range DPS, damage per second. I think I was building her as a fire mage. Yeah, I was. Okay. What's that? Wall fire. Pyromancer. Burning duration bonus. Fear duration bonus. Yeah. Some passive skills. It's always good to have passive skills. And then my rogue is a double blade wielder. What does that do? Spinning blades. You move status effects nearby foes while stripping them from foes for daggers What was that? Parry, block a strike, then counter as their own defense. Yes. I love parry. Let's do that. Perfect. I'll show you what my character looks like. Take his helmet off real quick. Yeah, he's a simple looking elf, I guess. I'm building him more as a like a lawful neutral. Like he's not necessarily good or bad. He won't take advantage of people, but if he sees an opportunity that benefits him, he's definitely going to take it. Alright, so right now I'm in a free roaming part of the map called the Hinterlands. Tons of side quests here, great ways to level up. And right now I am working on a quest that's so I'm basically trying to get the master of this stable to provide horses for the Inquisition. And I was given two quests. The first quest was to drive out local dark wolves, and I already did that. And so I was working on the second quest, which is to set up watchtowers that will enable farmers and refugees in the area to prepare for incoming attacks from like thieves or Templars, because there's this giant war happening with rogue mages and Templars. So like the Templars in Dragon Age are effectively these like this chivalrous society that protects um, the religious. So think of them as like an armed religious militia, and they see the mages as heretics of the religion, the religion of Dragon Age. Um, and a lot of mages felt kind of disgruntled because society kind of sees them as potential risks. So a lot of mages rebelled against the Empire, and as a result of that, uh, the Templar saw this as a way to cleanse the world of mages. So it's like this giant war that's enveloping all of the land, and the Inquisition is its own kind of separate entity, and it's just trying to bring order back to order and peace back to society. This is a simple fetch quest. Just go to the spots, put the banners down, and keep moving forward. I do like the world building in this game. It's feels very streamlined. Like everything feels very smooth, very quick. Alright, coming up on our first enemies. Alright, so you typically when you go into a battle, you can go and attack them in real time. Or you can click the select button, pause the game, and get this really cool overlay of the battlefield. So you can see, if you hover the cursor over your characters, you can see their names, where they're at in terms of armor and health, and then you can also see in the top left what they're currently doing. So what I typically do is I want to go down to my tank, and I want to have the tank go close to the enemy so it can draw aggravation. Then I pull my rogue. I have them do a flank attack. And then I typically have my mages, so I'm a heal mage. I usually just have him do basic attack, and then my ranged DPS I will do special ability. So this one is an area of effect fire spell. So and then I can advance time by just holding down the right trigger. And you'll see them all do their stuff. A bunch of crazy stuff happens. Now, this is something I always have to watch too. A lot of times ads like to go for the main character because the main character is pivotal to the story. And it gets a little bit annoying, but it's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast a barrier, protects me, and my DPS mage. I'm going to pull back my rogue to attack this character. Alright, that's fine. He's going to hopefully deal with these ads real quick. Oh, my guy's just standing there. Alright. Yes. Here we go. That's a simple battle in Inquisition. Yeah, I like how this game basically merges strategy with combat, because I love being able to just pause time, get a game plan, get everybody situated, and then just go ahead and go. It's very, I guess, typical of BioWare games to do that. I know I played a ton of Knights of the Old Republic, and it had something similar, a similar system, but I really like how this game executes strategy. Because it is so smooth and effortless. Because, like, see, on simple fights like that, I don't want to, like, do too much strategy, because I could easily just, like, brute force it. It would save time and keep going. Alright, so let's look at... So my mage is taking a bit of damage, so what I like to do is, if you can see the red, I'll just pop a health potion back to full strength. And see. Alright, so I'm gonna pull barrier on them. There we go. Alright. Now, I did take a hiatus from YouTube for a bit. Oh, alright, so this is... Before I start my rant on YouTube for a bit, this is why this character is important. So the character has the ability to disrupt and destroy these rifts. And the rifts are effectively a portal to effectively the hell of this universe. So my character has the ability to just wreck the demons, close the portals, and that's that. So we're gonna do is strategize a bit. I was playing against a Rift that was level 12, and I didn't realize the level until I'd gotten in the middle of things. Let's just say I died very quickly. So in true RPG fashion, you definitely want to watch the level you're fighting, because that can pose a quick death. Alright, pull my character in. There. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna move my character over here and have him disrupt the rift, and what that'll do is it'll stun all the demons. It'll also take away some of the main rifts. Once the health is down to 0, you can take the main character and then close the loops. You get XP for that. You also get a bit of like, power and influence increase. So the influence is like leveling up the Inquisition. Power you can use in certain fetch quests, like lot quests, to open up new areas of the map, as well as get some kind of influence or gear associated with completion of the mission. That's all done in the war room at the Inquisition headquarters. I like how that's set up too. I always like having like the passive. I'm gonna go here and tell my spy network to go and scout out this area, or I'm going to send my army over here to protect a convoy. I love stuff like that. It's great. Part of the map right now where there's like active conflict between the Templars and the Mages. That's why there's just so many better enemies, because neither side likes the Inquisition. So good news for us is we get to attack everybody, but usually drop some okay loot, stuff that I can sell, cash. Occasionally I'll click down on the left thumbstick to do a ping, and it'll highlight things that I can basically just grab for crafting purposes or selling at a market somewhere. Fruit is so important in this game because those potions we've been using have to be refilled manually, and it always, at least the simple potions usually require 1 elf root to replenish per potion. So I burned through a ton of elf root. yeah, now I'm gonna go and do a few side quests in the area. Looking for an apostate mage hideout. An apostate simply means a rogue or a rebel. Or effectively something, it's a non-affiliate member. So there's something called the Chantry. The Chantry in this game is like the Circle of Mages. It's a big deal. So if you're not a part of the Circle of Mages, you're listed as an outlaw. It's not a good thing. I think this is it. We shall see. Or not. Where's this straw? Just me, here we go. Yeah, I've gone way past, so let's go back. This is a gateway to another part of the map. I'm not ready to go this way yet. Back to Witchwood. Witchwood? Maybe where all the spires of ice ends. That would make sense.
Oh, come now, Seeker. I'm just trying to be friendly.
Try to be quiet instead.
When you brought me along to talk, perish the thought.
That should take care of the baddies in this area. This looks peculiar. Frost Mage. So, I do have a Frost Mage, but he is not in my party right now. So what we'll do is we'll keep moving this way, discover a camp, and then every camp has a spot that lets you change parties. So, we'll come back to that. Or actually, there is no camp that's too close. We'll tag that. There we Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. It's gonna have to go around. Now, I did what I was trying to say earlier. I did take a hiatus from YouTube because I just had lots of stuff happening, and oh, I am about to die. All right. Yeah, I had a lot of stuff happening in life, and pretty much all good things. So I wanted to focus on that. But effectively, I also was super into games like Breath of the Wild, and I don't really have a capture card for Nintendo stuff, and I know that they can sometimes be very particular about what's allowable, what's not allowable on like social media. So I just didn't want to risk any of that. But yeah, after playing a game like Breath of the Wild, this game, like, I am so annoyed that I can't climb that and go straight to that camp over there. And I don't think I'm leveled up enough to get over there, so what I'll do instead is fast travel back to a campsite I can go to, and then move on from there. So we'll go back to this campsite. Do a quick rest, get everybody's health back up to 100%, and I'm going to change for party. I'll swap out my fire mage for Solas, who is another mage. And then my tank and my rogue. Confirm that. Potions. Potions have been taken care of. So yeah, it's a brief rundown of Inquisition. Kind of a wide array of things you can do in this game. In the next episode, we'll go and tackle that apostate camp, now that I got my Frost Mage, and things should be great. Until next time.